Hello everyone and welcome back to Genie Crafts. In today's video, we are going to see how to create this simple but beautiful piece of layered art, and we'll also talk about how we can approach other similar forms of layered art also. So the first thing is the paper selection. Since my layered art consists of depicting water, so I've selected different shades of blue and a shade of black to act as a top layer and shade of ocean green to act as the back layer and white for the clouds. And since this is a layered art, all these sheets are at least 160 GSM thick so that they can support themselves without bending in the middle. Since my layered art is circular, so first I am going to draw circles on each of the layers, and I'll also create an inner circle to create a border for each layer where I could stick the foam sheets or sunboard sheets to create gap between the layers. The inner circle will not be required for the bottommost layer because it's going to be base for your layered art. Next step is to cut these circular shapes along the outer circle and have these circles for each of the layers ready. Now for the kind of layered art we are making, the design rule is very simple. The first layer will have the smallest details, and then as you go down the layers, the detail will keep on increasing. So design a small wave on the first layer and cut it out to get your first layer ready. For the next layer, take reference from the layer you have just cut out and draw a slightly bigger wave, and then the next layer and the next layer and the next layer till you have completed all the layers in which you are depicting wave. And once you are done with all these layers, you should have something like this with you. Similarly, sketch out the palm tree for the top layer and cut it out, and then we'll work on the clouds that is going to go on top of the base or the bottommost layer. Lastly, we'll cut out a simple shape for a boat that is going to go between the waves. Now the last step before the assembly is to create gap between the layers, and for that we are going to utilize these 3 mm thick sunboard sheets. So I'm going to cut small pieces and place them at equal distances around the circle. Also, these pieces will go on the side on which we have made the drawing so that once we assemble, the pencil marks go underneath and are not visible. To stick these pieces to the paper, I am going to use white PVA glue. Have this setup ready for all the layers except the last layer, and once you are ready, then we can start assembling the layered art. Before I started the assembly, I was thinking on which layer to fix the ship to, and I thought that third or fourth layer from the bottom should be sufficient enough to give it enough gap from the topmost layer as well as the bottommost layer. Once I had all these details figured out, then I started with the assembly, and I started with the bottommost layer. The first step was to stick the clouds to the background. So I used these sunboard pieces and I put it on the cloud, and then I stick the cloud to the background by applying glue on the other side of the sunboard piece. Next was attaching sun and the birds on the background. The sun I attached in the same way as I did for the clouds, but the birds were so small that I directly stuck them over the clouds and one bird on the sun to give an impression that the bird is flying in front of the sun. Rest of the assembly was fairly easy. All you need to do is apply glue on those pieces that you have already attached on each of the layers and keep gluing one layer on top of other. Just ensure to align the layers correctly. And with that last layer, our layered art is ready. I have not yet decided whether I am going to put it inside a frame or not. This layered art itself looks like a frame and I can directly put it on my wall. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you guys liked this tutorial, then please do not forget to hit the like button and share it with your friends. And do subscribe to my channel for regular videos on paper arts. I will see you guys very soon in my next video. Till then, stay safe, take care, and bye bye.